Okay, I'm just gonna push play even though I don't know what I'm doing because I'm procrastinating. Hi, how's it going? I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. Palo Santo. Burning some sal tree, sultry. A tree from, maybe this is relevant to somebody. Oh God, I don't even know if I'm saying the name right. It's in Nepal. It's like a national park in Nepal. It's like Bardia or something. Sorry, let me get my little dingy things going here. Bardia National Park, Nepal. Might have a special meaning for someone. If not, that's just kind of our little magic feather protection for the day. I made these little green candles and they smell just like fresh cut grass. So, whatever this reading is, it's all about a fresh new start. Spring hope. Something like that. Oh, I wonder if this is the Taurus reading. I have to do my long form Taurus reading. It's coming, I swear to God. I moved to a new place. Turns out I have allergies. My whole throat closed up and everything. Anyway. Okay. Well, mystical medleys just poured out of the box. So I guess we're going mystical medleys to start off. Is this a Taurus reading? Nope. Okay, the Taurus reading will be coming up. Talking about love. This is a love reading for someone. All right. For who? Sorry, I didn't pre-shuffle this. I thought I was going to be doing a different deck. I'll put a link in the description when I figure out what's happening, you guys. Maybe this is a student. Are you a student and you're kind of young and you're on the path to your great work, your hero's journey? You're learning to balance your dark and your light side. You're very studious, you're very hardworking and focused, but you also have an air of innocence around you that makes others feel very comfortable. And like, you might be one of those people that people just come to and tell you everything. And you're like, I didn't ask, but thank you. Something like that. Maybe you like to volunteer in your community. And you're leaving something. You're moving away. There's change. You've made the hard decision to move forward with something, move away out of a storm. So congratulations on that. It's so you're moving? Are you moving? You're relocating, you're moving. Going somewhere brand new for a fresh start. Whoa. You could be a fire sign. You might have Leo in your chart. Or you always feel very strong in the summertime. Maybe you are Sagittarius. Could be an Aries. Or this is just a sign with this chariot here that you have overcome a great deal in the past year. You stood up to a lot of scary monsters. You slayed a lot of dragons this year, and you're coming out on top with a renewed sense of confidence and optimism. And, you know, it's like, how do you say cojones? You have a lot of cojones, a lot of chutzpah. You got a lot of matzi. Comment below where you're from, how to say what I just said in your language. Huevos. Balls. You know, you got a lot of nerve, but in a good way. It's your nerve, which I think maybe some people criticize you for or have in the past. It has gotten you through an incredible storm, like a tornado, a hurricane, a global pandemic, death, destruction. So, your nerve, your cojones of steel got you through situations that most people couldn't get through. And you're the better man or woman for it, or whatever. What did you make it through? It's like complete destruction. Everything that you thought was true and solid, like the rug was just pulled out from under your feet in some way. So if that sounds familiar, this reading might be for you. Remember, this is a love reading. We'll get back to that here in a second. But the tower it's a necessary evil. It's necessary pain. It's like after you get cut, there is this period of healing where the scar is forming and it itches, like you've made it past the cut. And I think you're even making it past the healing process, that's the scarring over process at this point. If you have stood through this, I want to say almost maliciousness. So for some of you, sometimes really bad things happen to really good people, and you might be one of those people who was victimized in some way, but you're not allowing yourself to, I don't want to say wallow, I think that's the wrong word. You're not going to allow yourself to stay in um, a victimized energy, a victimized mode, where you see yourself like that and you're attracting more predators. You're standing up and you're letting the world hear you roar, or you will soon. Because this is no small thing that you've made it past. Maybe you were in an abusive relationship, or you had an abusive, patriarchal family or institution. If you're a student, it could be that you're very artistic and creative and maybe abstract in the way that you think, and this was very cold to you. It was very straightforward. It was austere, almost unapproachable. You never really felt comfortable there. So for some of you, it may be that you have to change schools, or you didn't get accepted to the one you wanted, but this is telling you, if that's the case, it's a blessing in disguise. And everything happens for a reason. Because you make it be. Because you make it be. Not because some other entity outside of yourself is pulling puppet strings and you're going along with it. This is you, your higher self, having already kind of made the decisions in the past where you want to go, where you're going to end up, but you kind of consciously forgot. So it really is working for you, even if it seems like it's working against you right now. And let me pull a couple more cards for this before I say the next thing. Oh, I didn't realize that was up. Yeah, that could, okay. So maybe the change is coming. Hold on, let me actually pull another card and not just shuffling up. Pull it ADHD. Oh, okay. Well, oh yeah. Okay. So the change is coming faster than you would like. I think you enjoy adventure, but change is difficult for you sometimes. But you're a quick thinker, and you always land on your feet. So don't be stressed out. Don't be worried. Um, be ready to go. This is very much a card of, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, right? So it's a card of staying sober, keeping your eye on the prize, and being ready to kind of change trajectories in a moment's notice. It's like if you're on a trip, you might all of a sudden find out that there's a detour, and your MapQuest or your Google Maps or SatNav isn't going to show you the way, and you just kind of have to fly by the seat of your pants. There will be signs, but you might not know in advance where you're going, which makes you kind of nervous sometimes, but you're going to be okay. Right? You know, you wake up early, you eat your breakfast, you don't allow yourself to daydream, is kind of what I'm getting here. So if you are a student and you're a student of art and you would just rather be painting or hanging out with whoever's about to come into your life or who you just met, you know, on the beach, in the sunshine, this is telling you that you know that if you have to work a little bit harder, you're going to work a little bit harder. You're going to do what you have to do. You already know that you can make it through anything. You already know that necessity is the mother of invention. So if you have any ideas right now, write them down. Keep an idea log, a little notebook or something, or if you're a quick typer in your phone, type in all your ideas in your notes or something. Even if you don't know why, it will come into play later. So don't let thoughts come and go if they might be helpful for your future, for what you're working on or what your career is going to be. I think you know what your career is going to be. There was just unexpected events here, but you're going to be okay. He who chops wood warms himself twice. And you have, and you can. So nothing can stop you. So don't let unexpected plot twists slow you down. Just go with it. You can, you can. One of these unexpected plot twists is dun 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 dun. Love. Love, love, love. A friendship, a true love, a true blue. You choose them and they choose you. And and your life is never the same. And it's very, very beautiful. One of you is a little bit older than the other. Maybe a lot older. So it might be different. It won't feel weird for you guys. I mean, I see all intellectual setbacks that you might put in your own way regarding that subject just dissolve into nothing the second you see each other or meet each other or go on your first date. So, whatever this disaster was, or moving away from this ex who was extremely rigid or controlling, or having to change schools though you didn't want to, or getting fired from a job, you will get another one. And it will lead to something even greater than you were expecting besides your career. Your career is going to be fine. Okay. So, what to watch out for here? Let me pull another card. Remember when it said kind of stay sober, be ready, stay on the offensive, be ready to push through with something, stay dynamic. This could be a warning. This might be like this. For one or two of you, it's a friendship that you just have to say goodbye to, or a community. I want to say maybe if there are people that you made friends with in this environment, they might be just as toxic as this environment. And while you have a lot of feelings for them and they'll always be in your heart, you have to say goodbye, walk away, and never look back. So if that seems like something that you could never do, the judgment card here is just a little heads up that something might be coming to light, truth being revealed about the situation, a family member, a loved one, someone in your community. And if it's not that, it's just telling you stay sober. Do not drink and drive, or you could end up in the ground, or someone else could. So whichever one of those it applies to. If this is a friendship situation that you have to walk away from, the truth might come out that someone wasn't as honest, or they didn't have the good will intentions, the good faith friendship, or it was a fair weather friend where if this storm situation showed you who you can really trust and it ends up being like no one at all, then even that is for your greatest good, even though it hurts. It's making a judgment call based on the evidence that you have seen, or just truth coming out that you kind of didn't see coming. Maybe that could be the tower situation that is the plot twist, and it's very shocking to you. And it kind of stops everything, and your life is never the same, but it is for the best. So let me pull some cards here about this situation. If it's a friendship, sorority that you need to get away from. Oh boy. Wow. A little bit more serious of a warning here than I initially thought. So this is not just that they are toxic, this group, it's that they have decided to make you a target for whatever reason, or they have stolen from you, or they have tried to use you as some sort of a puppet in their little drama or their little game. Let me see. Oh boy. So what to do about that? Do I need to get... Yeah, just, yep, keep it moving. Get going there. It's time for action. Cock that hammer. Do you guys like, go look up Cypress Hill, Cock the Hammer. Cock the hammer, it's time for action. Whoop, whoop. Keep it moving. What? Keep what moving? You're brokenhearted. Why would anyone... Don't worry about why people are evil and awful. Just keep it moving to your new start, fresh start. Focus on surrounding yourself, wearing greens, yellows, oranges. Get out in the sunshine. If you're a student, you probably haven't seen the sunshine for a long time, especially if you've been testing. Or if you, oh no, maybe you're a student and you got a bad grade and you were sure you're going to get a good grade and it just devastated you. Keep it moving. Get back on that horse. Forgive yourself and move on. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. It's not the end of the world, whatever that is. If you're moving away from a malicious group of friends, that's the greatest thing that ever could have happened to you. If you're moving away from mean girls, congratulations. It's the greatest thing that ever could have happened for you. You're going to meet someone. I mean, you might be so busy that you don't really have time for a relationship, but you will make time. Whatever this is that's coming in, there's going to be one of you that's a little bit more mature or less willing to be vulnerable, emotionally vulnerable, let's say. But you're still going to just fall into each other's arms and be like happy little babies playing together and having adventures. And none of this other stuff is going to matter. It's like when you're in high school, it seems like that's your whole world and the people matter, you know? And like, I don't even remember my friends' names in high school, let alone my enemies. Wait, I do some of them. Don't, if you're my friend in high school, I'm sorry. I love you. Shout out to y'all. But you know what I mean? Like, it means nothing. That's why I really liked that It Gets Better campaign for LGBT, etc. youths who are still stuck in that vortex that they seem to never be able to get out of. This is definitely that message coming through. Even if that's not your situation, it's whatever that harsh, cold, unyielding, gray, no, actually not gray, black or white world opens up to this like wonderland of love and joy. It's like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory for lovers, for love and joy and a kind of purity. Reciprocal yin yang ride or die. One person likes the pizza part, one person likes the crust. Or something like that. But you both love nature. So if you are unable to maybe connect at school, you're going to have to get out of the city into nature, go to a river, go to a pond, go to a lake, go to a waterfall. Go have a secret little meeting spot somewhere that nobody else knows. You know, if this is a situation where you're not quite out of the woods yet or out of the storm yet, I think you are, though. So know that land is coming. If it's foggy and you don't see land, know it's like literally just over that next billow of fog. It's like right there. Keep your eye on the prize. If you have to be a little cold for a little bit longer, or it might just be a warning that if you have not yet transitioned out of this toxic environment, do not wear your heart on your sleeve. You don't need to tell anyone what your plans are or how you're feeling. You don't owe anyone anything. Okay, for someone, I'll repeat that. You don't owe anyone anything. The shore is just right over the all. Okay, you're like almost the all. That's for somebody. So, um, if you're feeling some type of way, this would be advice to just kind of keep it to yourself, water off a duck's back, let it go. Because whoever these people are over here, they love conflict. They're better at it than you. They're sneaky. Like, you can't out malicious a malicious bitch or dick, whatever. Like, you can walk away from them. They're going to be awful forever. They have to sleep with themselves at night. They have to look in the mirror. They probably won't. They should. They probably take a lot of Instagram pictures, but they never look in the mirror, really. You do. You have. That's why you win. You care more. The one that cares more wins. You care more about your life. You're nobody's puppet. Your thoughts are your own. Your spirit is your own. Your heart, your your womb, your body, your health, your wealth, your hope, your faith is your own. You're going to build your own world. You're going to make your own flag. You're going to have your own theme song, okay? And you're on your way. And there's going to be a love relationship there. Okay. Because I'm nosy, I'm going to dig into this love relationship a little bit here. I think whatever this maliciousness was, if it hasn't revealed itself, it will this week with that judgment card. So be ready. For some of you, it's like, I'm not surprised, I'm just disappointed, and let it go. Don't wonder why. Don't delve into it. Don't match that energy. Don't fight them back. Don't wage a war of words or any other kind. Walk away. Okay. Love. Who's this person? How are you going to meet them? If this is just a general reading, if there's any symbology in the cards, go ahead and go with that. We'll see what happens here. Oh. Wow. Happy Squirrel and King of Wands. Okay. One of my favorite cards here, this Gary Hall deck. There are the two extra cards. We have Happy Squirrel and we have Sad Squirrel. After the regular Major Arcana there. Happy Squirrel. Obviously, this is a happy person. This is someone who is compassionate. They give. They understand energy. They understand give and take. That, like that Beatles song. And in the end, the love you take is equal to the love we make. Maybe they're like creative singer. Sorry, I can't sing for shit. I got allergies. They got a lot of creative power. They understand how to receive energy, how to give it back. They understand the natural world. They have respect for life, for higher law. And like I said, happy squirrel here, there is no happy squirrel without being giving, without being compassionate. If you are the opposite of that and you don't give and you just take energy and keep it for yourself and you never give it back, that's when sad squirrel turns up. So whoever this is, they understand energy. They could be a fire sign, we're talking Sagittarius, Aries, Leo here. Or they just embody the energy of being a director, being a CEO, being a boss. They're very inspirational. They light up a room when they walk in. So if you are someone who is very shy or you don't necessarily like to be the center of attention, they're going to be the exact opposite. They're going to be totally fine with getting all the attention, and they like it because they can transmute it in the way that it was meant to be. So we're talking about like a divine masculine here. Truly divine masculine in their masculine power, a beautiful patriarch. I'm going to steal from one of my other decks, the King of Wands being an incredible father. Maybe he gets a lot of accolades for what he does for the community or creatively. Like if he's a director, he makes a lot of really awesome movies that everyone loves, or he is a choreographer or something like that. Seeing a lot of photography there, but also a loving father who knows how to raise children in a way that turns them into happy squirrels instead of sad squirrels. So if you never ever thought that you might end up getting married and having kids, all of that's going to fly out the window when you meet this person and you realize that you just never thought you would meet someone that embodied all of those qualities that you were looking for. All right, let me take a breath here. Hold on. So they'll be an excellent father, is what I'm trying to say. You know, where you are shy, they will be bold. Where you lose your tongue or cat got your tongue, they will speak out. They'll speak for you. It's like this person, they're so successful because they never really stand up for themselves. They stand up for everybody else. And so in response, the community stands up for them as well. And it's really a beautiful thing. It's like your wildest dreams coming true as far as your love partner. And oh, this is interesting. Hold on, I'm about to get really woo-woo here. Let me pull another card. For some of you, you're from the same place. And I'll leave it. Oh boy. Whoa! Holy moly. From the same place, devil and death. You've both come back from death. The phoenix from the ashes. You knew each other in a past life. You must have. Oh wow, yeah. Holy cow. So there's going to be just like a knowing, an intuitive knowing that you're connected. This came up in another reading where it was like a couple had been torn apart by their community or their family or something, in which they both ended up dead and then they are finding each other again. And I think this might be a situation like that, but maybe you were both soldiers, or maybe back then you were both kind of on the dark side. We all have angels and demons in us, and we will kind of traverse both of those archetypes in our existence, you know, in quest for expansion and finding out who we are and what we're capable of. And so it could be like maybe both of you are Roman soldiers or something, you know, like something super evil like that. No judgment. No judgment. Don't ask me how I know, right? So it's going to be an intuitive situation where you've both worked on yourself, and this time around, like, obviously, nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop this person, I can tell you that much for sure. So if you're not feeling confident in your life path, if you're not feeling courageous, it's because something unjust happened to you. There was an injustice that happened to you, which is about to be rectified by literally by the world around you. It could be restitution. It could be just all of a sudden you having all the good luck in the world. You making this decision to move away from a toxic group of friends, community, whatever it is. It was you walking through the door. It's like you choosing heaven. Heaven is a state of mind. Heaven, it's not something that we are dropped into. You know, you walk away from attachments. You have to walk through a lot of doors to get there. And one of those hellish realms that both of y'all seem to have walked out of might have been that you had to choose sides, maybe in worldly conflicts, and you're coming to the realization that you are choosing your path. Like I said, what's that Bjork song where she's like, declare independence, don't let them do that to you. Yeah, make your own flag. Take that flag to the top of the highest mountain and raise the flag higher, higher. I'll try to put a link in the description down there for any of you young ones that don't know Bjork. Declare independence. Don't let them do that to you. And you did, and they did. And that's why they're in this creative power right now. And if you're not feeling that, it's like whatever you're going to school for is going to just click in, like locked in with whatever their project is, their great work, their life's passion, their hero's journey. It's going to be easy, like hitting every green light. It's like when you make the right decision, you know you're in the right place because you'll see synchronicities. Like you're driving and you hit every green light. Going down the street, nothing can stop you. It's like the universe is streamlining you right back onto your path if you got thrown off because you stood up for what was right, for what you believe in against a black and white world, and you're moving into wonderland now. The wonderland of love, wonderland of creativity, and of this connection that seems to be you guys can kind of communicate telepathically. Like you'll be the couple who doesn't have to talk. You can just look at each other and like nod, and go about your way. And it's really beautiful. And that's part of that streamlined process where maybe if your relationships in the past were just very bumpy, this is going to be easy. You don't have to think, it's just you being. It's that funk. I love George Clinton. He's one of my favorite guys. Go see him live if you ever can. He always has the best band. He always does. But he talks about funk when people ask him what is funk. And he says it's almost indefinable. It's like the Tao that can be spoken of is not the Tao. It's like the place between the notes. It's the co-creation with the spirit that moves through all things. You'll be in that zone and it's going to feel really, really good because you did the hard work. And your person obviously did too. Whatever y'all came back from, it was no small thing. So this came up in another reading too. It's like what they went through, people could never. They could never. That's why they're unstoppable. And what you went through, they could never, and no one else could either. Like the people that judge you, who have rejected you, it's because instinctively they kind of see that you're on the next level and they can't relate to that. So they push you away like, oh, you're weird. It's because they can't understand you. It's like you are not intimidating, they are intimidated. This person has already understood that. And like he is above any haters. He does not see haters. They don't exist. It's him, his project, getting it done, moving forward. So if that sounds really good to you, hang in there. It's right around the corner. You're gonna love it. All right, what else? What sign are you? Did I ever say? Are you maybe a Scorpio or a Cancer? I don't know. Maybe a Pisces? So the bottom line here, what's the bottom line here? Oh. What about it? Oh, okay. So you're going from this. We're talking about money here, physical money, wealth, and you feeling like you have the lack of it, and it's causing you a lot of stress and worry. Or you're just feeling real bad about being kind of cast out or feeling like a pariah in your community or feeling like all of a sudden friends that you've known your whole life don't understand you anymore, don't care about you anymore. This is the change that is necessary that we were talking about. You have to be ready to just fly by the seat of your pants. If someone says something wrong, you accept that, you walk away. It's a rejection is protection. If this is a job, it's okay. You're going to be okay. Don't worry about it. Like, I know saying that doesn't mean anything. It's just like a mind over matter situation where if you're afraid that your bank account is overdrawn or you don't want to see how much you have in there, check it 5 times a day so it's not scary anymore. You know, it's like you're afraid of the roller coaster, so you ride it 10 times so you're not scared anymore. It's very much that mind over matter. You're not going to let your fears about money stop you from moving forward and making that amazing life change in moving cities, towns, out of the sorority, out of the church, out of the family that wants to keep you down or wants to keep you feeling like you're an outsider because they're intimidated by your intelligence, your capability, or just your ability to be an authentic person. Okay. For some people, the ones around you are jealous, envious of you because you are pure, because you are authentic, and they feel like they can't be, and so they're mad, whatever. Because this is moving to this away from this. So if you are to stay, okay, this is a choose your own adventure, pile 1, pile 2. Choose your own adventure, move on away from this city, literally moving, packing your stuff and going, getting in your car, making that decision, making the decision to start checking off boxes and looking for a new place, whatever it is. This is financial independence. This is security. This is having mastered all those fears about money, keeping it going, working, and being in a place where you don't have to worry about it, where your money can work for you. You've made the right investments. You can sit back and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Or choose your own adventure, pile 2, stay there and end up done, and more done. It's like that line of thought is the tower of that being safe for you. It's not safe for you there. Okay? So, if you already knew that, this is just a confirmation. Okay, I'm just a strange girl in her room. You know, I am not a therapist, and this is for entertainment purposes only. So, I don't want to make anyone paranoid that they're in danger if they're not. This is confirmation, and you've already taken steps to move away from it, I think. This is just to keep going. If you were to stay, yeah, your worst fears are actually that you could end up hurt, very hurt, or at least back to square one, back to the drawing board. And you don't want that. You want to keep going with this momentum that you have. Okay, so choosing to follow your intuition to move away from this situation towards your own financial independence. So don't give up. Don't give up. What was that about that national park? Nepal. Maybe some of you have a heritage from the area or something. If you're in that area, take a trip there. If you can get to a national park, go there. Because you are connected to the earth. You are a nature baby. You're Mother Nature's son or daughter. With that Page of Cups there. And a lot of this earth energy here too. This is telling you that you do have the tools to master any financial difficulty that comes your way. So don't worry about it. And if you have to realign with that stubborn part of you that knows that's going to not allow you to worry about money right now, you're still going to move forward. Your intuition is going to be heightened. You'll be able to make those split-second decisions where your intuition and your intellect come together. And it doesn't matter what anybody else wants or what anybody else does. And when you do that, ba-dum-bum, knight in shining armor, whether you were that for this other person or them for you. So, I don't know, maybe you'll meet them in the national park if you go for a trip or a holiday or just a little jaunt. But love is coming for you if you choose to move away from that situation that is toxic. It's you wanting something to be what it's not. Like you trying to change an abusive person that's never going to change. That leads to the 10 of swords. You got the wrong idea about something and you're understanding now what's right, who you can trust, where you need to go. And congratulations on maybe the chariot. For some of you, this is hard to talk about, but you're overcoming. Like your dark side, I think, wasn't hurting other people. When other people hurt you, maybe you just hurt yourself more. You take it out on yourself. Okay, this is going to be trigger warning. I'll put trigger warning in here. For some of you, there's a cutting situation where you hurt yourself physically, or ooh, oh, I feel sick. I feel sick. Bulimia, or eating disorder of some sort, and you're getting over that. And that is the toxic situation, the black or white situation where it's like, well, I have to weigh this much. I have to weigh in, or, and it doesn't matter. Like the ends the means justify the ends justify the means in you ending up being hurt because you felt like it was black or white and you didn't have a choice. And now you're realizing that self-love and self-care have nothing to do with abuse. Like if it was an S&M situation, this is for adults only. I think you're a student though, but I don't know what kids do these days. I'm old. If it was an S&M situation, you understand that you can break free from any bindings. If this is a cord cutting ceremony, you write the abusive person's name on a piece of paper, yours on a piece of paper, and you cut it into two pieces, and burn it up, whatever. Whatever makes you take the step if you haven't yet to move away from that situation. But I think you have. And this is congratulations. This is a pat on the back from, any ancestors that are around that see you, that are self-aware about how far you've come. You do have supporters. You do have cheerleaders. But they might not feel safe in opening up to you, but you are an inspiration to people, whether you know it or not. In some ways, maybe you just are, like, if you're community minded, so you will help out younger kids who have been in the same situation. So this could be, if you're not there yet, maybe opening up in the future about how you got through the self-harm or the eating disorder or whatever it was. Because I think your dark, everyone's darkness, we all have different levels of it. Some's worse than others. And I think your darkness was in turning your pain on yourself. And you're not doing that anymore. And this person that you're about to meet would never allow it anyway, but you had to walk away from that vortex, out of that storm into this beautiful, peaceful meadow where you can meet and harmonize. So my heart goes out to you. I wish I could give you a hug. Whatever it was no easy thing that you overcame. And you did it, or you're doing it. So don't give up. Keep going. Don't turn back now. Don't turn back now. With the judgment card, it's like you you make the decision, you move forward, and you don't look back or you'll turn into a pillar of salt sort of thing. Okay. This is really beautiful. This is really beautiful. Let me pull one more card before I let you go. Whoever you are, this is probably a random specific, but yeah. All this, the tumultuous energy, the feeling off, the feeling rejected, it's going to end in a happy ending. There is a happy ending. This is a white picket fence. This is marriage. This is being able to rest for a while. If you're in the middle of a journey, it's being able to set up camp and have a week of relaxation, going to a festival, going to a wedding, or this is just a promise that this person will commit to you. And it is everything you want it to be, so don't be afraid of that either. You'll know. If you're like, how will I know? You'll know. Don't worry about that either. You're worried too much. You need to get some sleep. Because this is a happy ending, the white picket fence, the everything you've ever wanted, but it's not the end of the story. It's you finding each other and completing your journey together. Hand in hand. Oh, this is so beautiful. Fresh start. Wear green. Wear yellow. If you have any ancestry in Nepal, there are some, I'm keeping this vague, techniques available to you that others might not have. Tap into that. Tap into that. You had to get rid of the self-harm before you could really get back into that healing energy, those special powers that you have because of who you are. And if that's not the case, look up Bardia National Park, Nepal. There's something there for you, something to learn, or just buying that sal tree incense to clear out your physical space and keep you grounded. If you can't get into nature, is an option for you, and you can get that on Amazon. And I'll try and leave a link below for that too. But love is coming because you chose courage. So congratulations. Big kiss on the forehead to you, whoever you are. Student of life, always learning, student of love, but it's going to feel just like, riding a bike. If you haven't ridden a bike for a long time, some of you might just need to get a bike and, ride through a forest. You never know who you might meet. Or if you do meet them, that would be a good first date. Riding bikes and falling in love is so fun. Oh my God. I'm so happy for you, whoever you are. I'm going to leave it there. Remember to meditate in the morning. It's going to help you stay grounded. Maybe that's what the incense is for. If not, go find a beautiful tree to meditate under. That sort of thing. Wear yellow. Be out in the sun. Green. Surround yourself with freshness. Plant a tree. Reconnect with nature. Because your financial independence is coming, and sitting around and worrying about money, it does not bring it any faster. Like, think about the last time you started worrying about money on your bank account. Did worrying get you anywhere? No, it didn't. Right, it didn't. So just keep your eye on the prize. Stay optimistic. Keep the faith that you have love coming because you deserve love. Do I need to say that again? You deserve love. True love. And it will be reciprocal, so don't worry about that. It will feel natural. Don't worry about anything at all. This is you living your authentic life, finally, like you were always meant to. But you had to push through a few storms there, to understand yourself a little bit better, make yourself a little bit stronger, remind yourself that you have a backbone. There's a lot of cojones here. Yeah, a lot of motsy here. I love that. So keep up your motsy, stay feisty, stay alert, stay sober, right? If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Wake up early if you need to. Don't take any shit. Stay away from fights, and you got this. All right? All right. I'm gonna end it there. Love it. Dang. I'm Walker, this is Dance Walker Tarot, and this was a love reading for someone who's probably a water sign, who's probably falling for a fire sign, and it's gonna be great. So be patient, keep the faith, keep going. Don't worry about money. You know you're a hard worker. You know you can make your money work for you. So don't give up now. See you for the next one, you guys. Love you, bye.